Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On third down, Freeman. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the bootleg. Freeman rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And Freeman lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2nd and 3. It's caught by Jackson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Check. Hot.
From the gun, Freeman steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Looking to throw. Freeman. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. It's Ward. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. To throw. Freeman. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, Bruce Arians will send out his field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Back out Nugent now after the field goal as he'll send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo. Check 59. Lawyer John. Leo. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Ready. 18 Gator. They're not ready for this, man. Gone. Y'all playing.
Now Thomas. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
60 outlaw. 59. I got you, boy. Look, squeeze.
Now the first carry for Bush. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Hey, Haywood.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Buccaneers 3.
Down.
Saints
70, Indy.
Watch the slant.
Greystone, travel.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Breeze. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Now Breeze lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Thomas. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Breeze. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. But now it'll be 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Breeze. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Thomas. Thomas barreling ahead. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Morris Claiborne makes the play defensively.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Get out the field, defense. Check 50, check 50.
On 2nd down, it's Thomas. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Breeze now on 1st down. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Oh, you got deep? Tight dog, tight dog. 64, weak. Shoot.
On 1st down, Thomas. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who is open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Williams. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw on 3rd down. Freeman dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Rush in, rush in.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Freeman. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Freeman. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Nick Boyle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. Shifts by him. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Breeze. And Thomas has it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here. Just under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kerry Wynn, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Off the bootleg, Freeman. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Bush.
I got you, boy.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Sam off.
They run with Thomas. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll go again with Bush. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Check 55 to Mike. Who that? 61.
On first down, it's Ward. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Again on the ground, again it's Ward. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. They run. It's Williams. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Thomas. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line. Hey, Foxtrot. Get it.
Now Breeze. Flush to his right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because I nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And his kick here is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That second down play nets a -4. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, Freeman. This one caught by Winslow. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Looking to throw on second down. Freeman. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection. And that is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. His first career touchdown pass, and, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, and make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. On second down now, it's Thomas. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Let's get it.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. Breeze now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. On 1st down, Freeman. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Freeman. His throw incomplete. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Freeman. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Kerry Wynn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. 40, 66, pull it, high.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Freeman. And he's going to go down again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
This is Bush. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Bush on the toss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd down, it's Thomas. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
60 out, ball.
It's now 3rd down and long.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Saints, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.